The Joe Rogan Experience.
So I was doing, it's definitely ketamine, by the way.
Whitney's been date raping herself, guys. She's been putting herself in a K-holes and then getting right in that hole.
I do K and masturbate.
Now, the ketamine is like prescribed, though.
It's prescribed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's prescribed. It's like a nasal spray.
You
that's
have it here?
It's in my purse somewhere, yeah.
What's so funny about it is it's a nasal spray, but when I was going to raves and doing it, we also nasally injected. I mean, they're literally just...
This is a pretty trace amount. It's not a lot, and I only do it like a couple times a week.
A couple times a week.
But
What
let's
does it
do
really
do?
a good,
What does
very
it do
helpful
when you
drug.
do
Let's
it?
do a bunch of ketamine and stab ourselves like David Blaine.
That's got his cooties on it. It went through his arm. I don't even think we cleaned it.
Good.
Did it really go through his arm?
Oh, I pushed it through.
And
I
then he
pushed it
made you
through his
stop
arm.
for a second?
Yeah, I hit a nerve the first time, then I had to back out and do it again. I didn't want to do it.
Did the frog live?
Yeah, frog's fine.
He shit the frog out?
He threw it up in my hand.
Do you know that there's a book called Eat That Frog that's like about getting your work done in the morning? It's just funny he literally ate the frog.
Oh, like eat it, just like get it over
Like
with.
get
just
the worst
done.
part done.
Huh. Andy and
good.
I have swallowed way weirder
I
things,
know,
to
it's
be honest.
really weird. We
That's-
swallowed a lot, honestly.
That's not even a sharp ice pick.
Did it make a sound at all?
No, it just was like puncturing a steak.
And it wasn't, you picked the spot that
Well,
you
he
stabbed.
kind of pointed me towards his arm, like what area is a better place to go through, but it was bleeding. I mean,
Do you think it would taste like elk?
I don't think so. I think people taste like pigs.
Ooh.
That's what they say.
really
Changes
good.
everything.
Cannibals call people long pigs. That's literally like a nickname.
Did you notice that Blaine, whenever he would have you do something, he would first like doubt himself? It's almost like a power of suggestion thing where he'd be like, no, it might be fake. Test it out. It might be fake. Remember the frog? It might
Yeah.
not be a real frog.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
this might be weighted.
So you
Yeah.
can see it right there. That's where I'm going through his arm.
Whose hand is
Yeah.
that? That's his
That's
hand?
his hand. That's his hand. He's like pushing on the skin.
That is the
and I'm
darkest hand I've
puncturing-
ever seen in my life.
Well, he gets tanned. He's got a lot of money.
Is there something? Is there something psychological?
He's out
It's
there at
either
the
you're
beach.
very poor or you're
That's
very
what-
rich if you're
yeah,
tan.
It looks.
Your
it's right
face,
there.
Joe. Is there something psychological about him doing that? Like, touch it. Maybe it's fake. Make sure it's not fake.
Yeah, I'm sure it does that with cards, and I'm sure I don't know anything about magic, but I would imagine anything you could do to overload the brain. Like if you're
Distract.
Yeah, if you're sparring with someone or fighting, one of the things you're doing is you're trying to overload their brain. So you're moving, you do things, you feint, you fake like you're gonna punch, then you kick them. What you're doing is you're fucking with their heads. You're giving them too many things to think about. He's kind of doing that too.
Yeah.
Like check the cards out, and he says things, and he kind of doubts himself, and asks you if you're sure. There's so many techniques involved in it, but he is a master.
Amazing.
Him doing that shit. He did a card trick with one guy holding one of his wrists and another guy holding another wrist. Like he couldn't do anything. His sleeves were rolled up, and he did a card trick for us.
So cool.
Someone, I know you're not supposed to say how magic happens, but I don't think that this counts as like. But there was this guy that I knew that did.
You're afraid you're going to get in trouble at the
know,
Magic Castle?
I know.
She's like, I'll never go to the Magic Castle again.
I'm afraid I'm going to get
Jimmy
canceled by a
Schubert's going to be
magician.
so fucking mad at me.
I know a magician's coming for me. But sometimes they carve holes into their hands. Like flaps of skin, and that's where they put the coins underneath. Like they actually, yeah, they carve like little divots in their hands, and that's how they hold the coins.
How the fuck can you carve a divot in your skin?
And then you let it heal.
Yes,
so there's
it's like scar
a...
tissue, and that's how they're able to hold the coins.
What?
Crazy shit. I don't
Come
know.
on, really?
Yeah. Is there really no way to find out how magicians do their tricks?
Well, you'd have to become a magician.
You have to.
Yeah.
They let you in. You got to get in the club.
It's amazing.
Blaine was telling me that he has a friend that's a card guy that will literally be playing with his cards 13 hours every day. Every time he's on the phone with him, he hears. The
They
guy's
are
just
athletes
shuffling
in
and
a way.
moving. Yes, that's what I was saying to him. I was like, the way you move your hands, it's similar to martial arts because when someone's really good at a martial arts move, they have it just the pathway is just greased and slicked in their neurons, and when they do it, it just goes. And that was kind of him with his hands. I was watching him move the cards around. I was like, whoa, like someone who plays guitar really good. Like there's something
Yeah.
about it, or piano.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Have you seen Kyle Dunnigan's joke about where he's like, I'm not good at magic, but I have good magician hands, and he like.